Hello, hello, everyone. It's me, Simply Smiling. Time to chat. Yeah, let's have at it. So I was sitting here thinking, a lot of times, if you're asked or you sit down and you wonder, what does it take to be successful, at least to go in the right direction? I'm not there yet, but I'm going in the right direction. And it's a great feeling. So the main two things I can think of in order to get to where you want to be is to eat healthy and to move more, in that order. Eating healthy has to come first for me because it's what you put in your tank that's going to have your body to operate the way that it needs to operate, to have your body to do what it needs to do to function properly. In order to give your body what it needs, you have to eat as healthy as possible. We're always striving to get that way. I am to myself. So we're going in the right direction when we decide to eat as healthy as possible, limiting the things that are not truly good for us, physically or for the body. Okay, and another thing is to move. Now, I've talked to a lot of people several times, even with myself. Sometimes they say, well, I can't move, I can't move like that. I can't move as good as I used to be able to move. I'm not able to move, and get any movement in. I like to say when I mention move, eating healthy and moving as the two main keys of success on any journey for me, I like to say that moving is mental. I don't necessarily mean physically moving, but moving mentally. You have to move the mind in order to be successful. You have to move mentally. You have to think and function in the mind in order to do anything else, be it a physical move or eating healthy or doing anything positive for your life, your lifestyle, and your journey. To move mentally means that you're just changing directions of the way that you previously thought that did not get you there. You're moving from negative thoughts to positive thoughts. That's real key in any type of change you're trying to create for yourself. Any type of position you're trying to change. Mentally, you've got to move. Moving mentally means that you're making progress in your life. You're making some development in your life that's for the good. So moving mentally is key. Can you understand that when you move mentally, you place yourself up on a pedestal in a sense that I come first, and how I need to live my lifestyle is why I'm thinking positive thoughts, not negative thoughts. We have to be excited about moving mentally. Get that excitement build up in your mind. Like I said, moving does not always mean physically. If you don't move mentally, you cannot move physically. So when you get excited, tell yourself, I want to move physically, but it has to start in the mental first. You can't just get up and say, okay, if you have not been used to exercise movement and say, I'm going to run around the block 15, 20 times. If you have not conditioned the mind already, if you have not moved your thinking factors around in your mind mentally, you won't be able to do anything physically. You won't be able to do any eating healthy. You won't be able to connect with positive people. You won't be able to do anything that's going to be beneficial to you, your lifestyle, and your journey if you don't move mentally first. Moving means you have to push away some things. Moving mentally, push away some things. You may have to carry some things. You have to pull some things. You have to run. You have to walk. You have to crawl. All of that movement can start in the mind. It's not necessarily just physical. I like to keep saying that so you can ride with me a little bit on where I'm going with this conversation. So to move mentally means you got to keep your thinking factors in motion. You got to always be moving here. You can't sit in one position in your mind and believe that it's going to bring you to where you need to be. No, you have to continuously turn the wheels of the mind. You have to continuously move mentally. When you do this, you gain confidence in yourself. You gain the knowledge of knowing I can do this. You build yourself up when you move mentally. Moving mentally means you're showing interest in yourself and your lifestyle. When you show interest in you, you learn to love yourself more. That comes from moving mentally. You learn to understand yourself more, moving mentally. You learn to truly believe in yourself, your journey, and what you're trying to accomplish in life when you move mentally. You have to urge yourself to move mentally. It does not just happen. Push yourself, urge yourself, stir it up in the mind. Make it happen here in this mind so that we're able to move from negative, to positive. I'm a little dry this morning. I do apologize. So when you're moving from negative to positive, it's because you're moving mentally. We've got to take decisive action. Okay, we can't be passive. We got to be active, but it's got to be decisive. It's got to be intentional. This is what I want from me. You got to think the best for you. Even though we're not there, you've got to know that if you move mentally, you're headed in the right direction. Moving mentally helps you to achieve all of your goals, every desire, every want that you want for yourself. Now, it's hard because a lot of times negativity is here. It could be something that happened a long time ago, something that just happened on yesterday. We have to learn in some form of fashion to isolate our thoughts when we're moving mentally. Meaning isolate yourself from the negative to the positive. Make that separation. Isolate all of your positivity in your mind and protect it with everything that you have within yourself, to be successful on your lifestyle journey. Learn to isolate those when you're moving from negative to positive in your mind. Okay, moving mentally helps you to clear the mind. Actually, it does, and it helps you to have organized thoughts. When you organize your thoughts in your mind, a lot of different things are not running rapid in the mind. Prioritize what's important to you in your mind when you're moving mentally. Put what first needs to be tackled in the order and the position that it needs to be tackled. Don't put too much on your mind first thing in the morning. Even if you went to bed with it on your mind, try to learn to isolate and organize your thoughts in your mind so that you can move mentally. Okay? Moving mentally helps you to make that perfect change between the relationship between your mind and your body. It helps you to make that perfect change that needs to happen in order to move mentally in a positive manner. Okay, you don't want to just withdraw yourself from all of your positive thoughts. You don't want to do that. A lot of times you may have more negative thoughts than positive thoughts. And you find yourself withdrawing from the positive thoughts because you feel like the negative thoughts are taking over. When you feel like that, you need to not get caught up in the negative thoughts. Try to concentrate more on the positive thoughts, even though they may be fewer than the negative thoughts. Concentrating on positivity in your mind is mentally moving in a positive way. To mentally move in life is just a journey. I mean, you're taking your mind through to a journey. It's a journey of a lifestyle when you move mentally. You want to be able to pray down, beat down, force down all of the negative thoughts in order to move mentally. Okay, when you're moving mentally, of course, you want to move as positive as possible. You don't want to move into negativity. Okay, if something happens in your day, try to tackle that as soon as you can, the best way that you can. And I said try because I know everything's not easy. A lot of things are not, but make it simple. Try and just deal with some things, so that you can move right. You have to always set the mind up in motion. Stir the mind up in a positive manner. For the rest of your lives, we have to do that. Our whole lives depend on our mentality. It depends on how we think, not necessarily how we feel all the time. Okay? Because it starts here. You feel a certain way because you thought about something. You feel a certain way because your mind is made up. You need to move mentally when you feel yourself stuck in the mind. Move mentally. That's the movement that's going to be positive on your journey. That's going to get you from point A to point B, get you to going where you want to go. You don't want to leave the mind at a standstill when you're stuck in negativity in the mind. We have to always learn and know to be able to move mentally. Moving is just a simple act of deciding to do something. It's a simple act of deciding to change, to go, to proceed in the right direction. That's what moving mentally is. Okay? Moving means to just go. Make it happen. Let's go. Let's go. In the mind, a lot of times on my videos, I'm shouting, let's go, let's go, let's go. But I'm trying to amp up the mind, not necessarily the body. The body is going to follow pursuit. It's going to do whatever the mind says to do. If your mind tells your body to sit still, don't do anything, then don't. If your mind tells your body to be negative today, then that's where you're going to find yourself. On the flip side of that, if your mind tells your body to move, let's dancercise, let's get some action in. If your mind tells your body to eat the correct things, and it's going to just follow the mind. That's why when you're moving mentally, it's in charge and in control of your whole lifestyle, your whole journey. It starts here, it ends here, it's here. This is where it is, okay? Moving mentally means that you want to arouse your compassion for yourself. Just another facet of love. You want to get yourself there. You want to make it a demand on yourself to move mentally and get there. You know, I often think about my mom. She was such a motivation to me, inspirationally, and just being who she was. I lost her on a year ago. Some of you probably remember that. But even as she's gone, I have the memories of knowing I need to move. My mom was not mobile. She had the hover around thing. She lost all of her mobility years ago due to health issues. She was not able to walk at all. So she needed assistance, and we gave her that, and she got what she needed. But where I'm going now is her mind. Her mind, she was able to move mentally in a positive way. She always smiled, you know. She never saw her situation as I can't move physically. You know, I would go and I'd say, Mom, let's do some mobile exercises. We would do the arm lifts. You know, we would do the head spin around the turns in order to loosen up the shoulders. A simple massage for her. Any type of movement is movement. I tell people all the time. But the most important movement is the movement of the mind. She was able to be happy through everything that she was going through. That's what pushes me to moving in my mind, to stay continuously refreshed in the mind in a positive way, despite what I see, despite what I go through. She was still able to tell jokes. She had great days. Understand? She had great days until the last day. She had great days. Mama had good days. And that's what moves me mentally every day, to know that I can overcome this negative situation in my life. I can overcome what just happened to me that I'm not fond or happy about. I can overcome what is not happening that should be happening. It's not going on fast enough. It's not happening too soon the way I want things to go. It's not falling into plan. I can overcome all of that doubt, all of that negativity if I move mentally like Mama did. Not seeing the situation, not feeling stuck, but making the best of what you have, making the best of where you are, making the best of who you are, making the best of where you're going, and making the best of your life. And it all happens when you move mentally. I'm telling you, it's the best thing for us is to move mentally. So it's your move now. I'm getting ready to move, and it's your move. Okay? When it's your move, get ready to make your move. Get ready to make your change. Get ready to believe in yourself. So take that with you today. Get ready to move any kind of way you can. But remember, if you don't move mentally first and tell yourself, yes, I can, this will happen. Yes, I will. This will start today. If you don't tell yourself that in your mind, grab your mind. It's a powerful tool. Use it. Move it in a positive way. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys real soon. Peace and love. Now go move it. Move it. Let's move. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes.